Morning everyone. It's Wednesday, 7:44, just on my way down to the shop. Oh, what a night. So yeah, fat and fed last night with fish and chips. Ate way too much. Felt a bit bloated. Ugh, wasn't gonna lie, but it was really nice fish, really big white fluffy fish. Just had a wonderful day. Lots of presents, and we've got a party arranged for her this weekend. We're doing some rock climbing for her on Sunday. Today I've got Richard's car's already at the shop. It's a Honda Accord. He has I think a warning light on from an airbag fault, if I remember correctly, or was it a management fault, something like that. Anyway, there's a fault on it for some reason, which he doesn't know why or how or what, and also it keeps wiping out headlight bulbs for no reason. He's changed about 3 or 4 in quick succession, and there's one headlight that seems to keep killing headlight bulbs, so we've got to investigate that. Then this afternoon I've got Ford Cougar, Natalie's Ford Cougar. So she's having signal issues, reception issues with it. Yeah, the light's green, mate. You want to hurry up and stop bringing your kids out in front of moving traffic. What a penis. God, parents. Yeah, so Natalie's car, she's got bad reception, bad radio reception, so we've got to investigate that and see what we can find, and then back on with the Audi. Now we've found our little fix. I'm gonna obviously tackle the doors first. We'll get all the crossover networks in, do the mids and tweeters on the other side, coaxial in the back, probably going to dynamat the ring, certainly the rear one. It's a floating ring. I'm saying ring and I'm saying floater, and I can see you children laughing behind the computer screen. Stop it. It's a floating ring, a plastic ring that is going to vibrate and oscillate with sound and vibration, so we need to kind of quieten that down. So I'll probably put some dynamat on it as well, just to hold it still and hold it dense, so when the speaker's there vibrating, God, I'm hitting all the bingo words today, aren't I? It doesn't rattle. Fronts we've got a solution for, and then we're straight in with the Pioneer 7200 flip out screen. So a fairly normal day, should be. Bit of diagnostic, bit of speaker and stereo fitting. Hump day everyone, Wednesday, middle of the week. See you soon. No movement on the house yet. See you later. That's first one in today. Harry's kid. We've done this one before. Unfortunately, his missus managed to break the USB on the new Sony we fitted, so we had to get it sent away for repair. It's just come back, and now we've got to put in the Sony back in and take out this Chinese thing. I put this back in just to give him some sounds as he was in between stereos, shall we say. But they've replaced the USB. Now, this is quite a common thing on most units. The USB is actually plugged into the back of the stereo. On Sony's, they're not. They're actually on the board. They're soldered straight through the casing, so you cannot exchange them. It's got to be sent away to Sony. They've got to order the part in, and it takes about 3 weeks. It's really annoying. So get yourself a female to male USB extension. This is now going to go onto the back of the Sony unit, and then the Sony unit cable is left alone, and if she breaks anything, it's going to be this, not the Sony. So that's what we're going to do. Exchange this out. I'll come back to you in a bit. See you soon. Hey. VW's done. So we've got camera working, microphone all plugged in again. Sony's back in the dash, new fascia kit. USB extension now run into there. So we've doubled up, so the Sony goes to the back, USB extension into the glove box. That's it, this one's done. Wicked, see you in a bit. This is a good one. So customer states. Since you put my stereo in, my rear speakers have stopped working. What have you done? Well, door card is off. Here is our rear speaker. Obviously you can see how wet and rusty and corroded that is. And the speaker wires have corroded off because they're wet and dirty and rusty. So they were connected, but they're not connected. Yeah, don't think that's an Alex problem. That's more of a weather problem. Right then guys, next we've got this Ford Cougar. Now this has a number of issues going on with it which we need to try and fathom. It's got reception issues, which I've just popped this off and had a look up here. Now the aerial connections are kind of rusty, which is not brilliant anyway, but this cable here, let me just grab a torch a second so we can see what I'm nattering about. I'm going to keep talking as well because the radio is playing. We don't want that to mute out. So in the back here, you see how twisted that cable is? The grommet, that also looks like a contention, a problem because of the cable breaking inside. Now, we've completely lost FM reception, which could be down to this, a bad connection or a bad amplifier. But also that does not look healthy anyway, so I'm guessing the cables have twisted and broken inside there, which is a problem. But in the front we've also got standard Ford Sync 3 or whatever it is, Sync 2. Right then my dudes, so despite this looking suspect as hell, in actual fact both these aerial packs are working. We've currently got a little radio system hooked up in the front, and we just pop this back together. Trying to do this one-handed and hold a torch and talk to you. Done. Right, so in the car itself we've gone through the multimedia system first, getting the radio out. We've got multimeter, tested all the speaker feeds. They are, continuity is good and there is nothing shorting out to ground, and we've tested the resistance to say that everything is working. Hooked up a little booster, and I'm now basically testing each one of these aerials, the DAB and the FM. Everything is coming through fine, and we've got different radio stations obviously on my test rig working through the car system. So the problem is this thing here, the actual brains of the operation. She's going to need a new one of those, so I'm going to let her know that we've tested the speakers, they all work. The Bluetooth on this and the calling is broken as well, that's not working, so I don't know whether that's something to do with this. There's no sound. Microphone is tested and microphone is good, but as for radio, the digital radio finds stuff, the FM doesn't, but obviously we can find FM on my test rig, and if I go to DAB, likewise switching this over to that one, it does work and I can find digital radio stations. So this little bad boy here, when I pulled it out, honestly, it was cooking. It was so hot. It's still warm now and it's been off for about 10 minutes. That is the problem. So we're going to give her a call, get her to come back and pick it up. Give her the bad news. See you in a bit. Right then, dudes. Test rig is done. I'm going to give you a different track today. So something a little bit different, but if you've got a very accurate stereo, you will like this. So it's called 58 BPM by 10 Snake, featuring Flora. She's got the voice of an angel, but the song is very, very good for testing a car audio system. The way that the music is composed and the fader and the balance and the sound. It's a very good track to listen to a good stereo. So if you've got one of those, 58 BPM, 10 Snake, featuring Flora, enjoy. Lunchtime, see you in a bit. crazy day. So let me just get this bad boy in the shop, get the old lights on. Had a little bit of rain today, which is good because the seagulls are trying to move back in and poop on everything, which we don't want. Gonna have to get my little friend out of the cupboard, teach him a little lesson. But yeah, we are done for today. Let me just run through some stuff with you. So Audi has had both rear speakers done, door cards are back on. I've got that one off and finished. This one I've got to take apart and put the kit in. Fucking batteries. So a mate of mine brought this panel in, which is basically his dad passed, and this is his old Jaguar, which he's going to modify and do up and go to car shows with a nice little memory of his dad. But before, it had these in it. Seen better days, and he wanted to put these in it. But obviously the problem is that speaker is bigger than the hole. So back to the same issues that the Audi was having with the focals being crimped up. So I've made him some nice little adapters, which now can go in the car, space out the speaker from that cushion, give the ring some space to operate. So he's got 4 of those ready to go. Yeah, I fucked up the first one. That was the template I was using. But the first one I did, which is over here, it just started to get too thin, which is why the second lot are slightly bigger, because it just tore straight through the side of it, and the router just ate the thing alive. Nearly took my fingers off. Happy days. That's why I use these blocks to push. But we went with a more robust type, which is now working well. So Audi rear doors are back in. So this one's done, that one's done, that one's in part, but it's all ready to go back on. We've got that one left to do, and then we've just got the head unit to put in, and that's that bit done. Look at this cheeky ass spider. Motherfucker. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So today I'm gonna shoot off home, see the kids. It's gone 6, so I'm running a little bit late. Wife, you'll be wondering where I am. Apart from that, I'm all good. We've got some bits to talk about regarding the van. They have it back into the body shop kind of process now. The body shop have phoned me and said that they've entered it back into the kind of workflow. So obviously it's going to get remade, refixed, refinished, and all the bad work is going to be corrected, which is nice. But I am going to have to go and change the hire car, because this morning, weirdly enough, the dash started flashing on and off. I lost the display, and it's not enough space for our trip to Sheffield to see family in a week or so. So that's going to have to be changed. But other than that, dudes, Wednesday's done. We start again tomorrow. Look forward to it. See you soon. All the best. Bye.